Welcome to News with a View, a Fat Cat production hosted by me, John A. Costa. Today is June 19th, 2025. It is 11:02 p.m. This one will be going out in the early morning. So, we're going to go back to this again in a second as I go to my YouTube account to see if I can't go live and see what happens. And we're going to create and go live. And as soon as I get back on there going, we'll fix that up too. And there we are. So, again, this is Fat Cat production of News with a View, hosted by John A. Costa, again, me, June 19th, 2025, and this would be episode 82. And live, I don't know, live number 4. This is just an off the cuff. I'm going to be taking things off the internet to discuss. One of the things that I will discuss again is what I did yesterday, the Supreme Court ruling on transgender. Good call, very, very good call on saying that transgender minors, not minors, but minors, they just can't get these types of hormone treatments nilly-willy. It's a good deal and smart. And I'm proud of our Supreme Court. As I said before, I have no problems with our Supreme Court. I think they're doing a great job. Let's see what else. It has been reported in the last 2 hours through certain highly reliable sources, not tomato sources, but sources, that Khomeini may have been taken out during one of the raids. There have been defections in the army. And they want to go back to the peace table as soon as possible. Today, Iran bombed a hospital and some suburbs with what appears to be cluster bombs. And no one should be shocked by this. No one. It's war, baby. And bad stuff's going to happen. It's more bad stuff for the Iranians right now. And the Iranians still, some are talking, the desert will drink your blood, and we're going to inflict horribleness into your lands. Excuse me. we're so sick and tired of hearing it. It really has become numb. So I am up with that, and I am going now to discuss the use of the American B-2 bomber that uses GBU 57 bunker buster bombs. Can they really bust the Islamic nuclear sites? I'd say the answer is yes, they could. Because it just doesn't stop at 200 feet. The concussion, and you start putting the PSI double, triple, quadruple, and you'll collapse. The big problem is, how do you contain it? What happens if it leaks? What happens if it wasn't 200 feet down, it was 20? And this goes down and blows it all up to the surface. It blow around in the wind. Do we condemn 45,000 Iranians to instant death, 450,000 later on, and whoever else? So I would want to know a little bit more before I put my fingerprints on that. So Donald Trump, the president we have elected, has given Khomeini, or who is ever left, till July 4th. At that point, we will have made a decision to move in. It's just the way it's going to be, boys. You're not gonna like it. It's just tough luck. And there'll be a lot of protests, and the foreign policy goes out of my wheelhouse. I'm more on this stuff that hits the good old US of A than I am with some of that other stuff. It's going to be bloody, already bloody, but its time has come. And so far, Russia and China basically have been in the back door. China, very big trading partner, probably gets over 40% of its oil at below market prices through China. They hate to see that stop. Russia gets military, oil, no troops that we know of. So they got something in the game, and but it will get worse. It will get worse as I go to my other camera. Makes me look a little whiter. We're redoing this room tomorrow. My wife doesn't like it. She says it's all cluttered, and it would be so much better taking everything in with a desk and having maybe a couch when people come in for an interview or just to watch. I know her ultimate plan is to build a bar or something up here. I would have done a show earlier today, but as I said yesterday when I left early and got that show out early, I went to Socrates Station, my most favorite restaurant bar in the Myrtle Beach area. Bar none. Bar none. And I was drinking my vodka with my lemonade. That's the new Johnny drink. And I was drinking doubles. And I had 5 doubles. So guess what? At 10 o'clock, I had to take an Uber because I won't drive drunk. I had to leave Old Red there. That's my pickup truck. I do live in South Carolina now. And walked through my front door in shame. And then did not do anything all day long. So I was a little hungover. My granddaughter wanted to play. I had to play with her like in shifts. I couldn't keep it going. Sorry. Better luck tomorrow. I will take her to the pool tomorrow. The Israelis want us to fly the B-2 and drop these bunker busters. Lots of talk that, we're afraid that they won't work or stuff, and you have your anti-Americans jumping all over that. We know damn well these things work better than we ever thought they would work. And 200 to 400 feet, you're toast. You're toast. So, we're giving them till July 4th. And then July 4th, we'll have some fireworks for him. And so the Israeli airstrikes aim right now to break the foundation of Khomeini's rule in Iran. And I said you have to be careful with that because that usually solidifies the people and doesn't always do what you think it's going to do. Just saying. I think the Iranian people that are dissidents see a chance, and they may take it. And if they go and do take it, then we have to step in. We cannot let this one fail. This can't be a May Prague incident all over again. We must do it and win. All right, what else? Trump draws Pentagon into Bush-era Groundhog Day over Iran as he shuns intelligence to justify the war. Well, number one, Iran has been at war with the United States since 1979. I think Trump sees, at first he saw a thing where he could negotiate. Well, maybe now he can wipe them all out, and there is no negotiations. So, lots of things going on there. And, he wasn't too happy about his birthday parade or whatever. Careless with that. some little infighting in at the White House. You're going to have that. Bulgaria, they closes Tehran embassy, so they're pulling out. Good for them. Former Trump aide Bannon says Fox News is pushing pure propaganda on Iran. Kind of fine with that. All right. Dominant Chinese makers of Bitcoin mining machines set up U.S. production to beat tariffs. That's my air conditioning because it's still like 90 degrees outside here in South Carolina. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. And I do have the last of the nasty yard work to do tomorrow, and then Saturday some heavy duty yard work in the heat. But I already said by 2 o'clock I will be in the swimming pool drinking, and then from there over to Socrates Station to yet drink more. You might have noticed my drinking habits have gone up. The incidences of such are family related, and not the wifey, but I could use it. Of course, Kim Jong-un claimed a brilliant victory over COVID, and of course he was lying. These are the ones that these are, who cares, you know. Whoopi Goldberg slammed by Iranian dissidents and called for her removal from the show. This was a comment that she had made that comparing life for black Americans in the U.S. to living in Iran. You think the blacks in America have it as tough as the Iranians do? Yeah. So I think Whoopi has kind of lost her mind. Hezbollah is hurting, but its fighters are ready to join the war on Israel. Yeah, you do that. You do that. And there's some comments being made of Anne Burrell's cause of death. She was that spiky-haired chef on the Food Network. The female spiky-haired chef, not the Guy Fieri. Might be calling her Girl Fiera, but she was found unresponsive in the shower with multiple pill bottles around her. So, again, I don't know what that means. You know, you can go into my drawer and find 15 bottles of pills. I try not to drink them with alcohol. And of course, the death toll rises. Gazans make life-risking journeys to seek food. Well, the people that are killing them are their own people. The Israelis are not killing them going for food. And this is a known fact. So ICE takes custody of Spanish-speaking journalist arrested at Georgia protest. I don't know what that's about, but I'm sure he put his hand in front of a policeman. Trump snipes at fake news, CNN, for asking about MAGA backlash to Iran. Says his supporters are more in love with him now. I would say they are. I know I am. Don't get upset about it, Bobby. It happens. For you viewers just jumping in. Can I get to that slip 2, possibly? You are watching News with a View, a Fat Cat production. Going right to the slide. And now we're back. I'm putting all these little fancy treats in with fades and everything else. And probably in the latter part of July, I'll be building myself a whole little table where I can integrate my switchers in front of me so I can just look down on the side of me. Have keyboards that are up on things and laptops that are lower that I can look at as I'm doing things. So I'm not, doing this, but, and also some other monitors that I could take to on the fly. And I always speak of Bob in New York, and I told him that he has to be on my show, and he already said he knows if I'm on his show, I'll be making fun of him. And I promised him I would not, and then laughed. So, he knows. Any of you have any questions of the things behind me? Many of those things were childhood toys that I had and lost in a house fire. My favorite one being up there is the big press. My brother Richard and I used to like cranking out news stories, even back then. And I had a Bandit radio station that broadcast in the 27 megahertz, which was the CB band, where I made people in Brooklyn for about a 4-block area hate me. Until I went down to Canal Street in Brooklyn with my dad and found equipment that could be tuned from like 55, I think, into what was it, 55 into the 1100 kilohertz, which broadcast band. But the unit came without like an exciter. and I had to figure one out, and I got it, put it together. I was about 11 years old, and it was the first time I ever got burnt by RF. Because I didn't shield it right. So ended up having to get some aluminum foil, make a tunnel, ground it, and I was able to get a signal out about 250 watts. And I would broadcast on Friday nights right above, I'd say anywhere between 8:10 and 8:20. And did that for a few weeks until there was a knock on the door. And then they said, don't do that no more. Wanted to come in and take the equipment, but they saw that I was a kid out in the garage. Looked at it, said, well, you know how to build it, we can't take that away from you, but don't do this anymore. And I didn't. And we tried and thought of things to do that we could move it and hide it, but they knew it was us. So that was my radio days. I did do an FM transmitter, and that was very successful. I'll just leave it off at that. What we haven't seen from Iraq, and I said this before then, and it does worry me, is their ship-borne capabilities. Land to sea, ship to sea, air to sea. Now, if you blow up all the air resources, you take that out of the picture. You keep the boats far enough away, the ships far enough away that if they do launch land-based, they get picked up pretty quick and can be dealt with. But, if they shoot 100 at one ship, you just overwhelm it. And they're just looking to black an eye. They're not looking to wipe them out. So, I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks that Israel, if they wipe their Navy out and plow the road for us, we can help you. Anyone listening, if you go to my site, fatcatproduction.com, and Fat Cat spelt with a K. There's a little thing where you could leave messages, and if you want to leave a message for me, I'll put it up here in the tape segment that will go out later. Would be John Radio TV at gmail.com. And you could leave messages there. Anyway, I don't care. You suck. You stink. Yeah. You did something to, you're not a good person. You don't know what you're talking about. Send it along. We'll discuss it. But we'll discuss it. Leave the emotion out of it. Let's see what else is going on up here. Missiles hits hospitals and home. Presidential Trump's latest judicial pick is someone that Joe Biden almost nominated. Well, what do you know? All right. A new Middle East is unfolding before our eyes. Iraqi pro-Iran leader threatens U.S. with attack if Khamenei targeted. Well, better get your sneakers on there, because there are reports that Khamenei is dead. So, and we'll see what happens. Hurricanes. NOAA's tracking 3 tropical waves in the Atlantic. Eric could become Cat 3 before landfall. Oh, I'm tired. Excuse me. This has been keeping me up at night. And, you look at these posts, and again, they're all from undeniably agenda-driven factions. That goes from Fox, Breitbart, to Morning Joe. The View with the girls, I don't consider news. I consider it to be like me. It's just talk. And U.S. to shut the embassy in Jerusalem down from Wednesday through Friday. Don't know what that means or what. Appeals court won't let Justice Department step in for Trump in E. Jean Carroll's $83 million verdict against Trump for sexual misbehaving. And Florida Attorney General wants lawmaker deported over criticism of Trump's military parade. Well, I think that's a bit of a stretch. Deport because you don't like a parade of Trump's? Just beat him up a little bit. No, I'm only kidding. That's free speech. You're allowed to say what you want to say. Trump is at odds with his own intelligence over whether or not Iran has a bomb or could have a bomb within a couple of days, blah, blah, blah. Iran could think they have a bomb, but testing it, it's a whole different story. And GOP, Louisiana State Senator, he's running for U.S. Senate because incumbent Republican just sucks. All right. Bill Cassidy sucks. And the border disaster was not an accident. In light of the Los Angeles riots, certain corporate propagandists are pushing a sympathetic fiction that it was the Biden administration's making mistakes and blundering its way through. Well, that part's true, but he didn't bungle his way through. He allowed it to go through. So, all right. What have we beat through so far? We have an Indian who has won the Virginia Democratic Lieutenant Governor's race. And Levar Stoney touts the ability to work across the aisles in the Capitol. All right. Good for him. Good for him. I apologize again. It's been a long day. And Chicago resident fires back at liberal government's pledge to shield migrants from ICE raids. And so the governor wants to protect immigrants. Well, stand in the way of ICE and you'll be arrested and get your face on the newspaper. In the Middle East, my son went to get flour. He came back in a coffin. As the world focuses in on Iran, Palestinians are being shot dead seeking aid. Well, speak to your people. Well, there's lots of news. Lots of it. Who knows? I'm reading some of these now on Yahoo, and they're just so terrible that. Well, let's get back to my YouTube and see what's going on. Let's see, am I still going live? It's always fun to watch. Yeah, it's going 38 minutes. Privacy is unlisted. I don't know why it does that. I do set privacy as okay. customization. Maybe I should go in there. Okay, I have it set for anyone. Yeah, cool. I have it set for anyone. Current viewers, no one. But that's okay. Who would want to watch this anyway? This is really a test to see what YouTube can really do. Now I'm looking at my Facebook, because I'm supposed to be doing something live there, but I don't know if I turn that on. I could actually do 3 shows out, and I don't know why page just turned white. I see my deceased brother's homepage is still up here. It's saddening. It's saddening. Alright. Let's see who we go. I'm gonna pick a video to go out with. Let's go out with that one. See if you can go out with that one. Clog the system. Yeah, let me try. I don't know where you go live over here. Changes that I made if I'd switch are gone forever. We are the dying light. Was that a good time to watch Doctor Who? Where they had like the retarded R2-D2. I thought that was good. Oh. And niece Linda, or any of you watching, would like to hear that you're watching old Uncle John. You make your comments and commentary. You'd have your liberal and conservative children watch. Bring their thoughts about. And you know, Christine, Suzanne, Donna, you can. All my other nieces would come to my house and burn it down. So I don't want to infuriate them. They are so woke they never sleep. And everything anyone else says is a lie. A lie, I tell you. A lie. Oops. Hey, I said new, alright, there we are, we're still there. Good stream, good connection. No viewers. Come on. Someone has to see it. I wonder how you do see live shows on you know, the only way you can do is the only way you could do that. What are you looking at? We're going to YouTube, right? But where in YouTube? Alright, come up on YouTube. There must be something that's anything that's live. Let's see. Anything. Hey, come on. Missiles and Miracles. Oh, we don't want that. After the Bomb. Man, I don't even make page 1 here. I'm live, baby. I'm live. I don't get to page 14. I'm behind a baby shower. Must be a way I could see where I'm at here. Videos right now. Let's see. Blocked. View from Earth. That looks nice. I'd watch that. Blackjack. Real-time nuclear war simulation. Okay. YouTube live TV. Lightning crashes. No. YouTube live Fortnite. YouTube live gaming. Video right now. Why doesn't it show me? My video is going on right now. Well, let's go back to the news. Enough with this, all right? I don't know what Facebook's is doing. Trying to post my show. All right. Let's go over here. Go back to Yahoo and see what's going on. Appeal court sides with Trump on LA activation. Screw you, Los Angeles. New study finds Tylenol works much differently than we had assumed. All right. So, missing girl. Ted Cruz called out. I like Ted Cruz. Yeah, I think that 45 minutes of this testing and just talking about things we need to talk about. Israel and Iran. Israel being the problem for Iran, Iran being the problem for the world. We all go back to the damn British. Blame them. Let's see. Well, all right. As I go back to my here, I've done 45 minutes. I'd like to hear back from people who didn't watch this. But I do understand why. If you do end up watching this and want to answer it, please do. You reach me at John Radio TV. That's JOHNRAD RADIO T as in Thomas, V as in Victor.com. Leave me a message. Always happy to hear back from people. And this should do it for us on the YouTube platform. Whether or not it's getting to the other platform, Facebook says it is. Give me a little trouble. We'll give it a try. Please give to a donation. Give to a charity of your choice, but make sure it's a real charity. You go to that charity. Don't have them come to you. Don't be a victim helping a victim. Charity does begin at home. If you can, just take 4 cans of food every week to a local food bank. And if everyone did that, if I had 500 subscribers that did that, that would be 2,000 cans of food going out every week. And if you could do that every day, look at that. And I'm not talking, crazy expensive stuff. 4 cans of spaghetti and meatballs. 4 of those little Vienna cans. They even have little canned hams. 4 cans of food makes no difference to you, but those 4 cans of food could make all the difference in the world to a family. So you think about that. Say a prayer. Prayer works. And with that, I'm going to fade to black. You thought I was going to fade to black, huh?